I played Genshin Impact for 24 hours straight in order to speedrun as much content as possible. This was done on one playthrough with no sleep. A battle of exhaustion and insanity, and all of it was streamed on twitch.tv/sleepy Noblies. Stay tuned as I slowly go insane during this 24-hour journey. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking the video and dropping a sub. But otherwise, let's get straight into the video. The first hour of the stream was spent on doing dailies and doing existing events on my main account. This is the account where I do not wish on the standard or limited event banner, and I've been doing this for about 900 days now. The main reason why I go onto this account every day is to one day be able to hit 1 million Power Gems without ever wishing on the standard or limited event banner. And every day I play is one step closer to 1 million Power Gems. 40 minutes in and done with my main account. I then move on to my Claymores only account where I essentially did the same thing. Did the commissions and used the resin to get resistance books in order to triple crown Diluc, and speedrunning existing events in order to grind out Power Gems for future characters. This now lands us into 1 hour and 20 minutes into the stream, and we are now on the females only account. I started off the account by doing commissions and doing weekly boss fights, which took around 20 minutes. I then proceeded to spend the next 20 minutes deciding on who to upgrade and how to upgrade them. As you can see in my character roster, the account has Hu Tao, Yelan, and Raiden Shogun as my top 3 characters, and as such, I decided to try to upgrade them as much as possible. Since I've already farmed their respective resin level up materials and their local specialties, all I needed was to farm the character enhancement materials. To do this, I needed to farm lots of energy nectars, Fatui insignias, rune guards, and hand guards. Energy nectars for Hu Tao's Ascension, the Deathmatch, the Favonius Wobble, and Hu Tao's talents, Fatui insignias for Yelan's Ascension and her talents, rune guards for the Favonius Wobble, and hand guards for Raiden's Ascension and her talents. Since energy nectars were the most required materials, I spent the next hour farming for wobble flowers. This was done through the Teva interactive map in order to speed up the farming process. And yes, I spent an entire hour farming for wobble flowers as I've already used the shop for Paimon's bargain. It wasn't as bad though, since Inazuma has lots of spots with multiple wobble flowers, and we do have Sucrose's passive, which has a small chance of granting extra materials. After farming for wobble flowers, I then moved on to farming for rune guards and Fatui insignias. The rune guards were mostly in Economia, and since there isn't too many to farm, this took around 30 minutes. And the Fatui insignias, since only Yelan needed it and I don't have a lot to start with, this took around 45 minutes to farm, and it was farmed through Lee Rare and Dragon Spine. This now lands us to 4 hours and 50 minutes into the stream, which at that point I realized I forgot to do the event. So instead of farming for hand guards for the Raiden Shogun, I took the next 30 minutes to speedrun the event, which once the event was completed, concludes my time on the females only account. 5 hours into the stream, I move on to my males only account, and I will be on this account for the remaining of the challenge. I started the account like any other, did the commissions and spent resin on weekly boss fights before moving on to my first task into progressing the account. Since I was running around on males only with a minimal amount of stamina, I decided to rectify this by collecting every single Animalculus and Joculus within the map. Take note, I bought the Windblast Harpestum and I have 1886 Power Gems to start off my journey. As the account had Animal Traveler, I was able to activate any Animal Pillars, which was enough to collect every single Animalculus on the map. There was one which I missed, which was at the Nameless Island, but since I already had enough Animalculus to reach level 10, the extra Animalculus was not required. 6 hours and 25 minutes into the stream, and off we go to collect Joculus in Lee Rare, this time accompanied with other males only players, which made the collection process a lot easier. I remained as Joe Traveler as there were various Joculus which were slightly out of reach where Joe Traveler was enough to obtain the relevant Joculus, such as this Joculus at Mount Tianhen and this Joculus where I used Geo Traveler to pressure the button to get the relevant Joculus. On a side note, there were some Joculus which were gated behind these pillars where other players could not activate. Eventually, 9 hours into the stream, I was able to collect every single Joculus except for one in this area which was locked behind the Chi of Your road quest. I said goodbye to my co-op friends and cleared the time challenge to collect the final Joculus, enough to get the rare Statue of the 7 to level 10. 9 hours and 20 minutes into the stream and I'm starting to get fatigued, but I'm now at adventure rank 28. Honorable mention to myself for being unable to read, cause it clearly says adventure rank 29, which is the adventure rank required to progress through Genshin Impact's Arkham Quest. So I continued my journey to Tevat, where I met Keqing for the first time, before meeting Ningguang at the Jade Chamber. Hinting us at where to go next, we went to a Futui hideout to review some Sasibaka stuff, before meeting Zhongli and Yangu to sing at Glazed Lilies. We then went back to the Rare and went into the Golden House to fight with Tartaglia, destroy the Czars, and fought against Osayo, where the Jade Chamber was sacrificed in order to quell Osayo, therefore saving the Rare, before witnessing Zhongli's unsurprising reveal as the Geo Archon, which basically sums up Li Rare's final Arkham Quest. But more importantly, unlocks a quest-gated event 10 hours and 30 minutes into the stream, the Vibro Crystal event. This was an event where you are given various trial characters in order to kill enemies to rack up points, which these points determine the level of reward you receive. Since the Primogen rewards were gated behind Bronze, I was able to get enough points to hit Bronze on most of these levels. Most but not all, since there was one level which did not feature a single level 80 trial male character, and our characters were too weak to deal enough damage for 500 points, even on the normal difficulty. 11 hours and 50 minutes into the stream, I went back to progress on the Arkham Quest in order to push the adventure rank to 30, which was a requirement for yet another Genshin Impact limited event. Chapter 1 Act 4 Prelude, the Arkham Quest where you meet Dainsley for the first time. We went back into Ember's domain for the third time in Tevart's storyline, but since these currents were activated by default, you can simply complete this domain with no issues. The rest of the Arkham Quest is basically us going around Mondstadt trying to find traces of the Abyss Order with minimal success. However, the Traveler does get a quick flashback regarding his sister, which is where the Arkham Quest ends. Just enough Adventure Rank XP to reach Adventure Rank 30, which was the Adventure Rank requirement for the Mushroom event. Since the Mushroom event did not feature the use of any male or female characters, I was able to complete this event with no restrictions. I did, however, have to quick start the event, enter Sumeru early to get to Port Ormos in order to trigger the event. But at almost 12 hours into the stream, the event is now completed and I now have around 4,000 Primogems collected. Since I'm now Adventure Rank 30, I then focus my attention into improving Kaya, whether if it's by increasing his level ascension, improving the Prototype 1 core, leveling up the artifacts and talents, or even increasing the levels of his support characters. Whatever upgrade it was, I took the next 45 minutes making it happen. 12 hours and 40 minutes into the stream, and with an improved team comp, I continued my way to the Arkham Quest. Chapter 1 Act 4, where we meet the Abyss Herald for the first time. This is a pivotal point in the storyline where we find out more about the Abyss and even meet up with our dear sister. And after fighting the same Abyss Herald, not once, not twice, but 3 times, the Abyss Herald manages to escape and the quest leaves on the cliffhanger. We now move into the Inazuma Arc, where the Traveler has his first official contact with Inazuma. To enter Inazuma, we have to participate in Beidou's tournament, which the Arkham Quest presented no issues since you control the Traveler, who is a male character. Once the tournament is completed, we now make our way into Inazuma, where we learn more about the Vision Hunt Decree and how it's affecting its people. Through this journey, we spend the next few hours escaping Rito to deliver a love letter, go on the date with Kamisato Ayaka, and blow out enemies using Yoimiya. It's what I would have said if I was able to use Yoimiya. You do get to use their respective characters during their storylines, but they were not required to clear any in-game content. 16 hours into the stream and my brain cells have already departed to another land. But the challenge continues as we go into Chapter 2 Act 2. This is where we meet Teppei for the first time and introduces us to the Resistance, led by Goro, who would have been a great character to have, as we now face our first major obstacle of the males only account. The Archery Challenge, a challenge where you need to shoot arrows at dummies in the square box. Moving out of it fails the challenge, and since we do not have a bow character, this is technically not possible to complete. I did not use the Windblast Harpestum as it did not work on the dummies. Alright, so I'm editing the video after the stream has ended, and on screen should be me clearing the archery challenge in a not so ordinary fashion. The way this glitch works is you get yourself outside of the box before the challenge begins, and all you need to do is to break the dummies without stepping into the box. This works as the trigger which fails the challenge is in the box itself. So if you never step inside of the box, you cannot fail this challenge. Unless the lightning randomly strikes on one of the dummies, which then you'll need to do the challenge again. But yeah, as long as you're outside of the box, doesn't matter how you destroy it, as long as you break the correct dummies, you will be able to pass the archery challenge. Anyway, back to the video. After moving on from the archery challenge, I decided to alter my goals to hit Adventure Rank 35 within the stream. This was done by doing Saint Chill's story quest. Nothing much to say about Saint Chill's story quest, since he's a male character, which allows us to complete this quest like with any normal account. 17 hours into the stream and it's time to do the Abyss. Since our characters are much stronger than the monsters in floors 1 to floors 4, and with Kaya, Mika, and Animo MC being able to break Hydro Abyss Mage's shield in record time, Floors 1 to 4 was 9 starred with minimal issues. This now grants us both Xiangling and Kolei, whom we cannot use, but more importantly, grants us 1,200 Primal Gems, which now places us with a total of 6,089 Primal Gems and 6 Intertwined Fates for future banners. The next 30 minutes of the stream was spent on progressing the Adventure Handbook in order to grind up additional AR XP. 18 hours in, and after taking a quick break, I now move on to the next thing in the males only agenda, Yangfei's Story Quest, otherwise known as the Serenity Teapot quest. Completing this quest grants access to the Serenity Teapot, which is important as it grants us access to special items not available in normal play. Mainly this transient resin, which is a fragile resin you get for free every week, and these artifact bottles, which helps with boosting your artifacts, and I spend the next few minutes dealing with Serenity Teapot stuff. This included unlocking the Ubiquity Net to capture Kitsunes and Sapphire Kittens in order to quickly boost the Serenity Teapot's power to increase coin collection output. Once the Serenity Teapot stuff was completed, I went into Chapter 1 Interlude. This is where we are introduced to Shen-He, a human under training of Cloud Retainer with inhumane powers. She can be used within the Arkham Quest domain and in the boss fight, but since there was no specific in-game content which forces you to use Shen-He, this quest was quickly completed. At this stage, I'm now adventure rank 34, and since we are running out of Arkham Quest or Story Quest to complete, I then moved on to progress Mondstadt's reputation level. As you see on screen, there are 3 items here which will be really helpful for the males only account. The Wind Catcher, which allows you to create the wind current, the NRE, which allows you to consume food without pausing the game, the Teleport Waypoint, which allows you to create a teleport waypoint anywhere in the world. Since reputation quests are gated behind weeks of playing the game, I decided to work on Mondstadt World Quest, which contributes to unlocking the teleport waypoint as quickly as possible. So for the next 50 minutes, I went around doing various Mondstadt World quests, which gets us to just a little bit under level 4. But most of the remaining quests now requires us to go into Dragonspine. And therefore, 20 hours and 33 minutes into the stream, we now enter the final arc of this challenge. Dragonspine, a place where the snow never melts, plagued with sub-zero climate. Staying out in the snow with no fire source for too long will get you killed. Paired with high levels of exhaustion and brain cells disappearing by the second, the Dragonspine experience for males only was surprisingly not bad. Since we have Bennett and his power application is really good, the sub-zero climate did not affect our gameplay as much. And as I milled down the icy cores to unlock the Dragonspine summit, we unlocked Dragonspine's artifact domain, reached the top of Dragonspine, defeated the Great Snowball King, collected Star Silver ores to craft the Dragonspine Spear to get Mondstadt's reputation to level 4 with 7,296 Primal Gems and 6 Intertwined Fates 22 hours into the challenge. The rest of the stream was spent on collecting Crimson Agates in order to up the Frostbearing tree to collect these 2 Intertwined Fates. And as time continues to pass, it was clear the challenge will be completed, but not without one final obstacle. So this is a really big moment. This is a really big yuck moment. This is a really...
Do a 10 roll.
10,000 bits. Yo. Okay, fine. I'll do it. Okay, you guys, too much bits. I'll do it on the weapon banner though, cause I really do not want to wish on the banner.
At least 10 on the character banner.
At least 10 on character. Now I'm only gonna do 10. I will only do 10. God damn it. 10. No, no more. No gold. Oh god, no gold. I'm so happy it's not gold. Never have I ever been so happy that it's not gold. Okay, sure, I'll take it. I'll take it. C1 Mika. C1 Mika. Okay, I'll take it. I'll do another 10 just for you. Alright, there you go. Boom. No gold, please. Okay, no gold. No gold. Woo! Wow, okay. Okay, C2 Mika right here. But we got C2 Mika. Alright, C2 Mika. Alright, nah, I'm done, bro. Nah. Bro, we are literally flying closer and closer to the sun here. It is only a matter of time before I get burnt out. What?
Do another 10 roll.
Yeah, bro, you're actually insane. Alright, so we're on 55 PD. You did this. Okay, thank you for the bits. Nah, I'm gonna hit it. You're actually gonna do it. You're actually going to do it. You're actually gonna make me... Alright, another 10. This is for Lionheart. I will do it. Nah, I'm doing it. It is still bubble! Yes! Oh, Formulus Codex. Oh. Oh, it's not too late to back out. Okay, this is pretty normal. This is pretty normal. It's fine. As the final hour go by, and as more people cheer on to the completion of this challenge, I realized one thing. It is going to get to the point where the 5-star PD is going to be triggered. A gentle reminder, the banners as of this video are Ayuka and Shenhe, both which are female characters I cannot use. Therefore, the only thing I can do is to hopefully lose the 50-50. And as the 24-hour mark is reached, we now reach the peak, as I was instructed to roll on Shenhe's banner until we see the gold. The final question, did I win the 50-50? Go, run!
Roll until you hit the 5-star pity.
Wait, that means I will go hot PD. Yeah, I knew it. I have to do it. I have to respect the donation. That is a lot of cash. Shenhe until 5-star. Alright, you heard him. Shenhe until 5-star. Shenhe until 5-star. You heard the man. Oh, not quite yet. Okay, well, that's a bit... Okay, well, CC3 Mika. Alright, salute. Rust, okay. Is this DPS Goro in the making? Okay, until gold. He said it, until gold. This is gold. This is gold.
No.
Gold. What? This is it. Shenhe. No. No. Oh my god. Wow. Am I actually going to hit hot PD? Am I actually going to hit hot PD? Is this 80? No, come on. No. C4. Nah, I'm done, man. Come on. Show the gold, man. Bro. Actual suffering. 82. I'm on 82. I'm on 82. 83. Is that 83?
Hello, mother.
Please, make me lose the 50. Make me lose the 50-50. Damn it. Screw you. I won the 50-50. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. My entire 24 hours down the drain because I won the 50-50. Is this what you wanted? Bad ending. So as you can see, this stream pushed my sanity to the absolute limits. Not only brain cells were lost in the making of the video, the 24-hour grind on Primal Gems, plus the PD I built ever since I started on this account has gone down the drain. But rest assured, there's hope at the end of the tunnel, even if I have essentially destroyed this account's PD. Even though I have died mentally for a few weeks to make this video, I can still build my PD, and I will get by Ju when he is released in version 3.6. So, if you would like to see the journey of how I bring this account back to life, why not like the video and subscribe to see what will happen next. You can also catch me live on Twitch when I'm doing these 24-hour challenges on twitch.tv/TP Noblies. But otherwise, thanks for watching and see you all next time.